Hello everyone, and welcome to or back to my channel. Welcome back to another continuation of the Candle 101 on burning candles for spells and rituals. I cannot talk, and today's video is going to focus on interpreting the candle and the different types of flames that your candle can give you while doing your ritual, which will again help you understand better how the ritual is going, how it ends, how it starts, just basically everything to help you understand your workings and what you are doing. Of course, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure that I do not miss anything or miss any important information for you guys. So if this is something that you would like to watch, go ahead and continue to tune in. As far as candles, flames can burn basically to the north, the south, the east, and the west. And with these different directions is basically how you can tell what spirit is trying to communicate with you and what spirit is trying to tell you as far as which way your candle flame is burning. So first things first, we're just going to start with the different types of flames that you may see while burning your candle or doing a candle ritual. Now, if you happen to see a high flame, and I'm going to try and insert pictures of each flame if I can. If not, just basically go along with what I'm saying, because I want you to basically to, if you're used to burning a candle, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if not, I will try and again insert a picture. But basically, if you have a high flame candle and you see the flame is like really big and it's tall, that basically represents that you have positive energy behind your candle and is a good omen. A lot of times when I burn my candles, I do happen to see a high flame on it, and that lets me know, okay, like spirit has received my request. Things are going positively, starting off positively, I'll put it that way, with the burning, and put a lot of good and positive energy behind that ritual when I lit the flame and also spoke over it. Now, another type of flame that you may see is the smoking flame. And when you see a smoking flame that makes a lot of smoke, it can indicate that you're looking at things in the wrong perspective. So you want to be mindful also that if you happen to see black smoke coming from the flame, that is an indication that there are negative forces working against your candle ritual or your candle burnings. So you just want to make sure that you pay attention to that closely. If you happen to see white smoke, then white smoke basically means it's positive. It's just basically your candle is smoking, and you just should probably change the perspective of the ritual. If you want to snuff out the flame, then you can and just start over with it, or you can go ahead and let the candle burn, because sometimes that smoke will clear itself out. A lot of times you have smoke that comes up in the beginning of the ritual because the spirit is working to clear out all the energies or the blockages that are preventing you from getting what it is that you have lit that candle for. So of course, smoking flames, that's what you want to pay attention to. I don't know why I can't talk, maybe because of full moon, I don't know. But anyways, moving on, if you happen to see dual flames, and this is where you have two separate flames burning out of one wick, this basically means that there's two spirits working within that ritual. And it can also mean that the spirit may be split as far as what it is you're trying to request or you want granted to you through that ritual. So basically it can mean like let's say you and someone else are doing the same ritual and you guys spoke over the same candle. You may see a split flame because it's two energies, right? Two spirits that are working within that one candle. So of course there's going to be two different flames burning within that candle. But if it's just you, again, it can also mean that spirit is basically split as far as how it wants to handle what is going on with what you have requested. Like it may see an opposing force, and then it may see a force that is going forth, and it basically has to decide between the two, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain this as best as possible, but if it makes sense to you, it's basically spirit is split. Now, of course, it could start off that way. It could be like that in the middle of your burning, or it could even be like that at the end of your burning. So you just want to make sure that you pay attention to that and notice that. Let's say you are burning your candle and you see a heart-shaped flame. Now this I have never seen before that I can think of. I don't know, but I don't think I've ever seen like a heart-shaped flame, but I will go ahead and insert a picture of it as well. Basically, if you see this flame while you're burning it, it means that a loved one is thinking about you, or a loved one is sending you loving blessings, just all positive, good energy. And this can be from the physical realm as well as the spiritual realm. So it's very, I think it's sweet. I think it's positive energy if you happen to see a heart-shaped flame while doing a ritual. Now, if you happen to see this flame and you are doing a ritual on someone, then basically that can be interpreted also that this person has very loving feelings for you. If you happen to see a very bright burning candle, now I'm not talking about the large candle, but your candle is just burning extremely bright, brighter than what you would usually see it brighter than what you would usually see it show, then it means that spirit is basically letting you know that they've heard your request and they are working to grant that for you. Now there are times where you can see like a real big candle, and that's just basically the positive energy and the force that you've put behind that ritual. But if it's just like shining completely bright, I'm trying to look at these candles, I don't see none that are like really bright. Maybe that one on there, right there, but that could be like just the camera. But if it's really bright, then that lets you know that spirit is with you. They've heard what you're doing and they're working towards bringing forth what it is that you have asked for. If you happen to see your candle flickering, so basically that means it's just kind of like going like, my hand's not a good example, but basically it's flickering. Basically that means that basically it's like a message that is coming through from spirit, and you just want to make sure that you pay attention to it. Like there are different ways that spirit of course communicates through the candle, but you want to make sure that you pay attention to how this candle is flickering. Like, is it doing high flicks? Is it doing low flicks? Basically that means that spirit is trying to get your attention over whatever it is that you had wished upon. Well, not wish, we're not going to say wish, but whatever you had done the ritual for and what you had wanted. You just want to make sure that you pay attention to that, because it's basically spirit just again trying to give you messages. So you want to be still, pause your mind, maybe turn off the TV, get in a quiet area, and just sit and relax with a candle and see what spirit is trying to tell you. To where if you see the candles burning in different directions, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what each direction means. If your candle is burning towards the north, then that means that basically it's the physical aspect of your ritual that is coming through. So basically it's you, it's basically like any type of action that you have to take that requires for that to come forth. It means that that side or that node of the realm is listening to what it is that you want, or is getting ready to grant you what you want. So it's in the physical aspect. Flame happens to burn towards the south. Basically, if your candle happens to burn within the south, then basically that means that the energy surrounds you. So that energy that is put forth towards that candle is surrounding you. So you have basically done a good job. You put a lot of energy towards it. You know, you're doing basically what is needed to do for that spell to come forth. Candle happens to burn in the east, and this means that it is working on the mental aspect of the ritual. So basically, whatever it is that you were thinking as far as like your intentions put forth towards the candle or towards the ritual, that aspect is being very highlighted within the working. Lastly, if your candle happens to lean or burn towards the west nodes, then basically that means that strong emotions are tied to the spell. So basically, let's see, I'm trying to give good examples. So let's say you are emotional over a person, or you're emotional over a situation. More than likely that flame is probably going to burn towards the west, because you have put forth a lot of emotion behind that ritual and that spell. So for me personally, I try not to do too many spells when I'm in an emotional state, because it's going to bring forth whatever I'm going through emotionally. It's going to heighten it because I've put that emotion into the candle. Now I can say if it's, you know, positive emotion, then of course go ahead and put that forward towards the candle. But you just want to make sure that your intentions are always clear and always focused, and that your mind is clear and focused on whatever it is that you want, so that spirit can bring forth whatever it is that you're wanting granted to you. Of course, as we know, when we talk to spirit or we talk to universe, it can't determine, exactly what you. How can I put this? It can't determine exactly what it is that you are feeling to like the exact part. Like, let's say, okay, example, I am burning a candle, I'm doing a ritual or a spell on somebody, and I am upset with that person. Like, I'm extremely upset with that person, but I've burnt this candle to bring this person back into my life. So when universe looks at that and it looks at the candle, you will see basically it's going to interpret it as like, okay, she's upset, so she wants more upset from this person. So I'm going to bring this person into her life and bring forth more upset, because when she burnt that candle, she was upset. So that must be what she wants, if that makes sense. So yeah, basically you just want to make sure that you're calm, cool, collective. If you have to meditate prior to doing any ritual, go ahead and do that. You just want to make sure that you are in a level-minded focus as far as when it comes to doing your rituals and different things like that. So moving on, let's see, do I want to talk about it in this video or do I want to talk about it in the next video? I think I'm going to go ahead and save this for the next video. And the next video will probably be the last and final video, will probably be the longest one out of this session. But of course, I do thank you guys for returning to my channel. And hopefully this video made sense as far as like initially determining how your candle may be burning and what it may look like. I'm also going to put in the description box, this is a video that I did probably like 2 years ago that describes more of doing a candle ritual in live action, where you can actually see the tears forming on the candle and you can see how the candle is burning. It'll just help to give you a better perspective as far as what I'm trying to explain in today's video. But of course, I thank you guys for returning to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them in the comment section. And you all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.